Welcome to Badminton Unlimited, your weekly access to badminton action and beyond. This week, we celebrate the finest moments from 2015. We look back at the top events, relive the emotions, and celebrate the successes of another great year in badminton. The World Championships is considered the most prestigious event on the BWF calendar. With players battling to be the best in the world, the tournament showcases a week of fascinating top-class badminton before the winners are crowned. The Indonesian capital of Jakarta played host to the 27th edition of the Total BWF World Championships this year. Held at the Istora Senayan for the third time in the tournament's history, there aren't many places in the world that could rival the kind of electric atmosphere this venue generates.
It is a really iconic venue. The fans in Indonesia are not only very vocal, the fans are very knowledgeable about the sport of badminton, and I'm certain there'll be a packed house every single session, every single day. It will be an unbelievable atmosphere.
In this review, we relive the best memories of finals day. Opening proceedings began with mixed doubles. Defending champions Zhang Nan and Zhao Yunlei of China were up against their compatriots Liu Cheng and Bao Yixin. Olympic winners Zhang and Zhao got off to a slow start in the opener, but once they got into their groove, the top pair romped home in the first game 21-17. From then, there was no looking back as they raised their intensity. The contest was over after 45 minutes, the world number one duo wrapping up the second game 21-11. The women's singles saw a tantalizing matchup between the world's two leading players for the year, with Spain's Carolina Marin defending her crown against India's Saina Nehwal. The Indian ace opened an early lead in the first game before unforced errors saw Marin quickly taking advantage and grabbing the first game 21-16. The second game was reminiscent of the first, with Saina building a healthy lead at 12-6 before slowly crumbling again in the face of her opponent's quick reactions. In the end, a wayward shot from the Indian shuttler gave Marin her second consecutive world title with the score 21-19.
It was really important after my first World Championship. Badminton in Spain is getting more popular because you can see people playing badminton in the streets, and they can recognize me when I'm working in Madrid.
The men's singles final was a rematch of last year's showdown. Defending champion Chen Long battled it out once again with Malaysian superstar Lee Chong-wei, who was making his fourth finals appearance. In the first game, Lee began by making his Chinese opponent play catch-up, but that didn't last long. World number one Chen Long was soon exploiting Lee's lack of fitness to clinch the game 21-14. The Chinese player was in control in the second game, with Lee struggling to find a way past Chen's sheer power. Although he managed to hold off a championship point after a 29-shot rally, Lee couldn't deny his rival any longer. Chen took the second game 21-17 to retain his title.
I am happy to be champion again, especially in Indonesia, as the Chinese men's singles players have not won at this venue in a long time.
Everybody wants me to win, but I always fail to do it. I will persist because I'm not playing for other people. I'm playing to achieve my own dream, and I believe I will succeed one day.
China versus Denmark was next in the women's doubles. World number 5 pair Tianqing and Zhao Yunlei were also bidding to retain their world crown against Camilla Ritter-Yule and Christina Pedersen. It was end-to-end action in the first game, with both sides battling hard for every point. Ultimately, it was Tian and Zhao who couldn't keep up the challenge, losing the first game 23-25. but it mattered little. Pedersen and Ritter-Yule failed to find any rhythm in the second, and before they knew it, the defending champions clinched it 21-8. The Danish women tried to put up a fight in the decider, but were quickly dismantled again by their opponents. The Chinese pair defending their world title and stretching China's dominance in women's doubles to a 13th consecutive world crown.
China has a great tradition in women's doubles, so we always have a strong doubles team, and we want to continue that legacy.
A huge Istora roar accompanied the last match of the tournament, the men's doubles showpiece. The home crowd were rooting for their countrymen, 2013 world champions Mohammad Ahsan and Hendra Setiawan, who were up against China's Liu Xiaolong and Chu Zihan. The Indonesians showed indifferent form throughout the event, but on the eve of the country's 70th anniversary of independence, they were not about to disappoint the Istora faithful. Liu and Chu did well to stay close to their opponents in the first game, but Ahsan and Setiawan peeled away after 17-all to snatch the first game. Buoyed by the Rockers fans, the Indonesian shuttlers refused to let Liu and Chu get a grip on the second game, pulling away confidently. The score read 21-14 to the Indonesians in the second to guarantee a fitting finale for their supporters. The Total BWF World Championships in Jakarta has shown why it's one of the biggest stages in a player's career. Next year, the Rio Olympics will take center stage, but come 2017, the euphoria of the World Championships will return in Glasgow, Scotland. Time to test your badminton knowledge. This week, we want you to name the first female player to win 5 World Championship titles. We'll give you the answer after the break. When we return, we look back at the World Mixed Team Championships, the Sudirman Cup, and we also bring you the top 10 plays of the season. Before the break, we asked you to name the first female player to win 5 World Championship titles. The answer is Zhao Yunlei. The Chinese doubles specialist claimed her first world title in 2011 with Zhang Nan in mixed doubles. In Copenhagen last year, she became a double world champion, partnering Zhang Nan in the mixed and Tianqing in women's doubles. Zhao defended both titles at the Total BWF World Championships in Jakarta this year. Her 5 world titles equal legends like Korea's Park Ju-bong and her compatriot Lin Dan. The Vivo BWF Sudirman Cup is the World Mixed Team Badminton Championships, which takes place every 2 years. The city of Dongguan was the epicenter of the sport when it hosted the 14th edition of the competition, the 4th time China has staged the event. The hosts kicked off with a spectacular opening ceremony that included an on-stage parade and artistic performances that wowed the guests.
With this opening ceremony of the Vivo Sudirman Cup, I mean, it was a great event, and I'm sure the badminton will be minimum as good as what the opening ceremony was today.
The biennial competition saw 12 teams in the elite group compete for the trophy, while the other 23 teams were looking for divisional honors in groups 2, 3 and 4. China have dominated the competition since its inception in 1989. Having collected 9 titles and going for a record 10th, the hosts were the team to beat.
Obviously China is the hot favorites. But as we see many new nations coming up, new nations emerging, well, I mean, the most important thing for us in BWF is that the badminton delivers excitement. We are here to deliver excitement to our fans all around the world.
One of the big stories at the event was the return of Malaysia's Lee Chong-wei from suspension. Out of competitive action for 8 months, the former world number 1 walked on court to a rousing reception for his first match in Dongguan.
A lot of fans from all around the world turned up to support me, and I was really very touched. It was my first match after 8 months, so I was worried because I have not competed for so long. I was reminded of the time when I was 18 years old, taking part in my first international competition. I was so nervous.
Lee's return was a big boost to the Malaysia team, and although the men's singles ace won all his games, it wasn't enough as Malaysia were eliminated by 3-time cup holders Korea in the quarterfinals. Also making an exit in the last 8 were the Danes. The 2015 European champions arrived in China without several of their key players after a sponsorship disagreement saw them excluded from the national side.
We were very close at upsetting Japan, even though we actually fielded the B team. I'm not offending anyone when I'm saying that because we missed Joachim Fischer, Carsten Mogensen, Mathias Bo, and Christina and Camilla, and it's 5 of the best players in the world. We stuck together and we tried our very best, and even though we faced some difficulties, we were very close at reaching, going a step further. So yeah, we're quite satisfied with our performance there, and it is a special thing to play on the teams because we're not used to playing together as a team. So we enjoy it. I enjoyed it.
Hoping to stop China at the semi-final stage were the Cup's inaugural winners, Indonesia. They raised early hopes of an upset by winning the men's doubles. But China's all-round strength proved too hard, and the rest of the challenge failed to measure up.
Kalau saya sih khususnya pertandingan bergu ya.
The reason why the Chinese always dominate the team events is because they are equally good in all the categories from the singles to the doubles, the first, second and third singles and the doubles. As for us, we are still not that equally matched. There may be good first doubles, but the second doubles may not be that good.
Kurang bagus gitu. Jadi kurang merata ya menurut saya. Kalau Cina lebih merata aja. Jadi mereka lebih bisa mendominasi gitu.
Japan were hoping to add to their Thomas Cup triumph after beating Korea in a close 3-2 encounter in the semi-finals to make their first Sudirman Cup final appearance. But China's strength and depth proved too much as they powered past Japan 3-0 to claim victory. Men's singles legend Lin Dan sealed China's 10th title with his trademark power smash.
China retain the Sudirman Cup.
The 2017 edition of the World Mixed Team Championships will be held on the Gold Coast in Australia. It will be the first country outside Asia or Europe to host the tournament. Who will step in to challenge China? We'll find out in 2 years' time. It's been a thrilling year in the world of badminton. Let's enjoy the top 10 plays of 2015.
Oh, no, don't believe it! That was super. Good rally. Oh, goodness. Oh, how quick was that? Oh,
Oi.
between the legs. I don't believe it. What a rally.
Most insane rally.
This is just brilliant. Oh my goodness! And she's got it back. And short. Fabulous.
Way!
My goodness me.
Another remarkable point. Another extraordinary point.
Sensational. The dive from Gracia Volley. How on earth did they save that? Oh my goodness! What a rally! Oh, he's done it! Oh, brilliant defence. That's going wide too. Oh, I don't believe it. I don't. Oh, my goodness. What a rally. This is extraordinary. What a rally. Oh my goodness.
When we return, we have the best moments from on and off the courts from the season-ending finale, the Dubai World Superseries Finals.
She's done it. The world champion becomes the All-England champion. Her first ever Super Series title. That's for wide. And Carolina Marin has achieved what no European player has achieved in World Championship women's singles. She has won back-to-back titles.
Over 60 of badminton's finest gathered in the capital of glam in the Middle East, Dubai, for the season-ending extravaganza, the Dubai World Superseries Finals 2015. This year threw up surprises and new champions. But before the battle commenced at the Hamdan Sports Complex, the players had some downtime to take in the sights and sounds of the city. Korea's top men's duo Lee Yong-dae and Yoo Yeon-seong were all wrapped up for some fun in the snow at Ski Dubai, where they met some interesting new friends.
I never expected to feel cold in Dubai. The penguins are cute, although a little scary at times. I'm feeling very cold here.
2014 finals women's singles winner Chinese Taipei's Cai Tzu-ying soared the skies for a bird's-eye view of the city.
It was a very exciting experience. The trip was worth it. The view below was amazing.
The Europeans, on the other hand, opted for the less extreme experience and enjoyed the views from the top of the world's tallest building, the Burj Khalifa.
The height is immense. You feel so small as a human being, but you can see everything. The view is incredible. I love to be here, and it's an amazing experience, actually.
The players then had the opportunity to get all glamorous in their Sunday best at the players' reception and dinner gala. The evening ended with the Badminton World Federation's annual awards, recognizing the year's top achievers. It was also the first time that para-badminton athletes were honored at the year-end awards. With the formalities done and dusted, attention turned to the badminton action at the Hamdan Sports Complex. In men's doubles, 2013 champions Muhammad Ahsan and Hendra Setiawan of Indonesia reclaimed the title, triumphing over last year's runners-up, China's Tai Piao and Hong Wei. In a three-game thriller, the two-time world champions showed their mettle and outwitted the Chinese on all grounds.
We won the World Championships and now the World Super Series Finals. Hopefully the next one is the Olympics.
The withdrawal of China's doubles specialist Zhao Yunlei due to injury threw the women's and mixed doubles categories wide open. Luo Ying and Luo Yu stepped up to clinch their first World Super Series Finals title in women's doubles. In the final, although Denmark's Christina Pedersen and Camilla Ritterjul won the first game, they were no match for the Chinese attack that came fast and furious in the second. The aggressive attack from the twins continued in the third, and with Christina feeling unwell with stomach problems, the 2013 champions had to retire.
Our
performance in 2015 has improved a lot, and to win the last tournament of the year means a lot to us. We are very happy to win this title. It's a reward for all the hard work we have put in this year.
In mixed doubles, England's husband and wife partnership Chris and Gabrielle Adcock made history by becoming the first British players to win a World Super Series final. The duo held their nerves for a first-ever victory over Korea's Ko Sung-hyun and Kim Ha-na, winning in straight games.
Yeah, it feels fantastic. We're just overwhelmed at the minute, and to cap it off with a win, we're absolutely thrilled. We'll keep pushing on and keep improving, as will everybody else, and hopefully some more wins will be soon.
While the finalists were busy preparing for their showdown at the Hamdan Sports Complex, another group of shuttlers was up at the crack of dawn playing tourists before the action got underway in the afternoon. Leaving the hustle and bustle of Dubai, they took in the sights and sounds of the desert from the sky, witnessing the sunrise over the sea of sand dunes.
Being in Dubai is great. We get to experience activities that we don't normally do. I really enjoy it. I saw the whole desert. It was an amazing view.
Back on land, and the women's singles were all set for their final match of the season. A name that seemed to be on everyone's lips was Japan's Nozomi Okuhara. She stormed into the limelight en route to the final, eclipsing Spanish sensation Carolina Marin along the way. The Japanese faced 2014 Asian Games gold medalist Wang Yihan. The lanky Chinese found the diminutive Okuhara to be a tough nut to crack. With precision shots, clever play, and counterattacks, the Japanese outplayed the former world number one. Okuhara broke into tears after securing the winner in a long rally that clinched her first World Super Series finals title.
Those were happy tears because throughout the week, the matches I played were tough games. Today's match was one of the toughest. My legs felt heavy, and emotionally, I was quite drained. I especially remembered the time I couldn't play when I was injured. Those feelings came rushing back when I won.
Japan capped another victory to end the season in fine style. Kento Momota was in red-hot form throughout the week. He defeated Denmark's Janne Jorgensen in the semis and ended Jorgensen's teammate Victor Axelsen's excellent run by clinching the men's singles championship. Axelsen brought the world number one, China's Chen Long, to his knees when he took the Chinese ace down in straight games in the semi-finals. But the Danish number two could not overcome the talented Japanese. Momota was in cruise control from the start, earning his first World Super Series finals title.
Defeating two of Denmark's best players has certainly boosted my confidence for the future.
So with that, the Dubai World Super Series finals drew the curtains on 2015. This year, we've witnessed the tears, passion and brilliance of the world's fastest racket sport. 2016 will see more intensity and drama. Before we go, let's take a look at what's happening on the international circuit. Get connected with us. Log on to these websites for videos and photos and get the latest news and information on all things badminton. If you want to relive the best badminton of 2015, check out our YouTube channel, badmintonworld.tv. There's tournament highlights and past matches to savor, including previous episodes of Badminton Unlimited. All the best badminton clips are just a click away. Next week on Badminton Unlimited, we speak to Danish stars past and present about the men's singles scene. And we look ahead at what you can expect in 2016. See you next year!